Alright, so the question is, why is it not capturing? How's it going? This new War of the Spark came out today. Wow, that quality is awful. It looks okay on my end. Why does YouTube say the quality is horrible? But yeah, I've got, yeah, new set went live today, so I'm going to buy and open a bunch of the booster packs for it. Is there no game audio for you either? Alright. Time to hit start recording. NotSoFreudian here. Welcome to NotSoFreudian opens 43 War of the Spark packs on opening day. Basically, I've been saving my gold for a long time to, just because I wanted to open a bunch at once the new set came out. So we are going to see how that goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so Kiora. Chandra's Triumph, that's a good one. Can hit Planeswalkers. Oh, hey, double Planeswalker pack. Domri's alright. Next. Got a wild card. Dreadmaw can deliver on 2 evil. Okay, so apparently on, because these aren't full booster packs, each pack isn't going to have a Planeswalker. 2 evil. Okay. Wonder if every other pack is guaranteed to have a Planeswalker. Not necessarily. I think there's Submarine. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Another Kiora. Plaza. Oh, it's another Rupture Spire. That's interesting. These are the same two uncommons I got, on the first pack. Okay, look at the top card. You may play it. Okay, but you pay life instead of the mana cost. Interesting. Oh, yeah, you can play lands off the top. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Planeswalker. Again. Okay, Nahiri. That's one of the better ones, I think. If I remember right. Like one of the better uncommons, at least. Oh, and Liliana's Triumph is basically a strictly better Diabolic Edict. Because it's Diabolic Edict, but it doesn't target an opponent. So even if they get hexproof from some effect, they still sacrifice. And, I mean, Liliana Planeswalker. People will play them. Huh. Interesting card. And I guess later on in the game, when you have way too many lands, that helps, especially. You can play lands, tap or return the ones that you don't really need. Bad word. Alright. Who wildly the sun's heart. Each creature deals damage equal to its toughness instead of its power. Okay. Another Doran effect. Give a field to the greatest of small creatures you control. And an Ugin. Nice. Yeah, super manifest. Kind of. Cool. Oh, this guy. Okay. Another rare planeswalker. That's good. 3 minutes, 1 minute, 1 counters. Oh, okay, yeah. Turns a land into a 3/3 with vigilance and haste. Say this comment as soon as you see it so you can check the stream delay. Alright. So we could storm the Citadel. Interesting. It's Arcbow. Oh yeah, it's like, not, it's kinda sorta Genesis Wade birthing pod. There's a few effects like that. There's a Hydra that does it, I think. Is 5 seconds good or bad? Cruel Celebrant, another, Orzhov, suck a life item. Creature. Bioessence Hydra. Each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control. Huh. And then planeswalkers gaining loyalty makes it bigger. That's cool. I don't know if that's amazing, but it's a cool effect. Okay. That's not awful. I don't recognize who that is getting thrown. That's submersible again, jeez. Like, it's weird that it doesn't have any sort of evasion, despite being a silent submersible. This is Triumph. Oh, yeah. Amass 2, then the army you amass deals damage equals each non-army creature. I didn't read that as each the first time I saw that card. Wow. Vraska. Nice. Death Touch dudes. I don't know how many Death Touch creatures are around, are there? I mean, there's the one she makes, but... Oh, wait. This proliferates for 2 mana? That's super cheap. Plus you get a body. The super bad word. Oath of Kaya. 3 damage and a target and gain 3 life. I mean, that's not Lightning Helix. Because, I mean, it's... sorcery speed. And it costs 1 more. But the second effect, whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures. So it only triggers once per planeswalker they attack, but it as it's written, it should trigger for each planeswalker that gets attacked. But only once per each, even if they attack 1 planeswalker with multiple creatures. 2 wild cards, interesting. Another Nissa's Triumph. Another friggin' submersible. Jeez. Chandra's Pyrohelix. Gideon's Triumph. It's a strictly better Celestial Flare. I mean, for one, you can cast it after combat. Because Celestial Flare only hits it during combat, so if you have an effect where suppose you attack with some creatures, they block one of them and one of the others hits and lets you draw a card. And you draw this, you can cast this after combat to kill Punis. Huh. Yeah. Plus, it doesn't cost double white. And if you happen to have a Gideon out, they sacrifice 2 creatures. Casualties of War. Have I gotten a mythic yet? Choose 1 or more and destroy one of a bunch of things for 6 mana. It's probably not terrible. Let's see. Wow, 2 planeswalkers. Artifact, instant and sorcery spells. Your opponent's cost. And he can nerf bat something. Interesting. That's going to be obnoxious. It costs 1 more. 4 damage target creature, and you gain life equal to the damage dealt that way. Target player puts the top 4 cards onto their library. Then you amass 4. The problem is, amass is going to be so useless. That's what... yeah. Amass. Yeah, the problem with amass is that anything that bounces a creature is just going to bounce it, and then all the... because you can never have more than 1 army out. Ooh, Ashiok. Can't search their library, that's... I mean, the problem is 3 mana is a little much when you can't cheat them out for, Modern Legacy. Because by the time you get 3 mana out in those colors, your opponent's, already searched up what they need to win, generally. And then, the whole exile the graveyard thing can help, but again, it's a little too late in, turn 3. Oh, random mythic wildcard. Okay. Death Sprout. Okay, yeah. That's an interesting one. This one lets you continuously proliferate. Which, if you wind up with a, some Super Friends deck that gets a lot of mana, can be useful. Rare wild card, okay. Yes, the only mythic I've gotten, that mythic wild card. Rebel Bolt Rioters. Oh, okay, so they mimic the power of another creature you have. Oh, yeah, these Bond decks are cool. It's like that's Gruul and Rakdos working together to return a creature and give it haste. For the same price as Rise from the Grave, mind you. It doesn't become a black zombie, but that's rarely relevant. Another Living Twister. Already had one of those. Oh yeah, they reprinted Giant Growth, finally. Parhelion 2. Flying for Strike Vigilance. Crew 4, though. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, so it creates 2 4/4 angels along with it. Alright, yeah. The only problem is getting 6 mana to get it out. Gotten 2 of that Moo Loyal Companion. Emergent Zone. Okay, it lets you quicken stuff, but that's rarely going to be relevant here. Kasmina. That is 100% Victoria Haley from War Machine. Just so you know. It tithes spells opponents cast the target creatures and planeswalkers you control. And then she can create wizards and loot. Solar Blaze. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Oh, it's Parhelion using its kill sat. But yeah, this could be interesting in a deck that you run with the high defense, low attack creatures. What colors was the planeswalker that has your creatures do damage equal to their toughness? But running this in a deck with her to make her... The only problem with her is that she doesn't... I don't think there's anything that lets your creatures with Defender attack as if they don't have a Defender. Another rare one. Neoform? Okay, sack a creature. Okay, so that's just a non-recurring Birthing Pod with that adds a +1/+1 counter. I guess it isn't instant speed, but yeah. Another genre style, another Kiora. Ooh, Ral. Storm Conduit. You cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell. He deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Okay, you can scry 1 for +2. Jeez. And then he can have you copy spells. I remember hearing there's an infinite loop you can do with him, but I don't remember what it is. Have I still not gotten a mythic? Aside from that mythic wildcard. Oh, there we go. You may cast up to 1 target instant and or up to 1 target sorcery from your graveyard, each with a converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana costs. Card cast this way would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice. Oh, hey, that's a win more if you get 12 mana out. Because even if they're just 2 lightning strikes, that's 6 lightning strikes. Yeah, like for... Or wait, yeah, 1 instant, 1 sorcery. There's gotta be a sorcery speed thing that hits a player for 3, right? So for 4 mana, you can cast 2 of those out of your graveyard. Like, even for 4 mana, that's 6 damage, which is halfway decent. Vivian's Grizzly. Library, put it in your hand. Wow. Huh. Excuse me. Oh, hey. God Eternal Kefnet. You may reveal the first card you draw as you draw it. Whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery this way, copy it, and you can cast the copy, and it costs 2 less. Jeez. That's really good. That's each turn, so if radical idea for a card on your opponent's turn, you can play it. Another Bond of Revival. Krenko. He shrunk. I'm pretty sure he used to be a 2/2. When he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on him, then create a number of goblin tokens equal to his power. You gotta figure out a way to make him unblockable or something. Or indestructible, because at 3 cost, so he's only going to be attacking on turn 4, he's not surviving an attack with toughness 2. Another rare wild card out of that. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Wow. Why are Eternals apparently pulling the spark out of Bolas there? Are those gods that maybe got turned against him? I don't know. Store of Devarkan Lich. Return to your hand target creature or planeswalker in the graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. Wow. Huh. And he has trample. So basically, unless he hits something with toughness 5 or higher, he's going to do at least 1 damage and you can bring something back. Kronk Strangler and a Crunch. Okay, another Kiora. That might be a Planeswalker, or whatchamacallit for another Domri. Okay. There's Fibblethip. Not sure I want him on top of the Bolas statue, but that's why he's totally lost. Kaya. Okay. I've heard... Oh wow, yeah. She can exile 2 creatures if she doesn't get hit. And she strips hexproof from opponent's stuff. And the opponent. I don't know if there's anything in standard that gives you hexproof. No, there's that one angel, isn't there? Yeah. Change the target of a spell for 1 if you control a strong creature. Nice. Oh, Soren's Thirst got reprinted. Cool. Yeah, that's at least 4 Silent Submersibles. That kind of pisses me off. Like 10% of my packs here have had that same card in it. Another Ashiok. Finale of Glory. Create X 2/2 soldier tokens with vigilance. Shouldn't those be knight tokens? Knights are the 2/2s with vigilance, right? And if you have 12 mana, it's angels with... Yeah, it's Sarah Angels. Jeez. Yeah, some janky red-white, or sorry, blue-white. I'm an idiot. Green-white. Ramp deck that runs these to pump out a ton of angels would be nice. Another Liliana's Triumph, another Oath of Kaya. Dovin's Veto. Yeah, it's just a uncounterable negate. Ugin's Conjurant. X +1/+1 counters on it. If damage would be dealt to it while it has +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove that many. Okay, that's kind of useless. Ajani the Great-Hearted. Creatures you control have vigilance. You can gain 3 life. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control under Lily counter on each other planeswalker you control. Jeez. That could be really good. Still no Mythic Planeswalkers. Another Mythic Wildcard, though. Dreadhorde Butcher. Haste, deals combat, you can put a counter on it when it dies. Okay. Alright, so there's a reasonable number of decks. You'll get him out on... Oh, he's got haste, so you can drop him on turn... If you're on the play, drop him turn 2. There's a reasonable number of decks that won't have a creature out yet. That could be really good. Oh, another Huatli. Elite Guard Mage. When enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life under all card. 2, 3. That's not bad. Finale of Revelation. Draw X cards. If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard into your library. Draw X cards. Top up to 5 lands. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. That could be insane. In a control deck, backed up with a veto or 2 once, you know, both of you have a ton of land out. Jaya. Cool. Another red source you control will deal damage to a permanent or player deals that much +1. Okay. Or and she can do 2 damage to a target. Yeah. It shouldn't be other. It should include her, so she should do 3 damage to things. So battlefield mass 2 zombie tokens you control have trample. Oh, another Parhelion too. If it didn't cost 8 to get out, like, jeez. God, for a statue, spells your opponent's cost cast 2 more at the beginning of your end step. Or loses 2 life. Yeah, see, zombie tokens you control have Death Touch. How many things make zombie tokens? It's like that one on the last page too. It's like you'll have the army, and then a zombie token from the Doomed Dissenter. Like, his Amonkhet is not out. Rotated out, right? Tomik, Distinguished Advocist. Lands on the battlefield and land cards and graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities your opponents control. Your opponent can't play cards from graveyards. That doesn't happen much right now. It's like it's like this whole zombie token thing, and then these guys are for Amonkhet. And Amonkhet isn't in Arena anymore, is it? Maybe people still have it from when it was, but I thought they got wiped with the last reset. Another Enter the God Eternals. Ajani's Pride Mate. Challenger Troll. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. Interesting. Rare wild card. Another Dovin, another Vraska. That might be 4 Vraskas. Time Wipe. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures. Huh. It doesn't even target. So, oh, yeah, so that your opponent can't respond to this by killing the creature you choose. Because you don't choose until, resolution. I mean, they can still kill your best creature. Okay, another, just 5-color mana rock for 3. But it does scry when it enters. So that's something. Enter the God Eternals again. Enter Planar Beacon, cast Planeswalker spell, you gain a life. You can add 2 mana of different colors. Add this mana only to cast Planeswalker spells. Okay. I mean, it's something. Hey, another mythic wild card. Oh, I got a Planeswalker there. I didn't even notice. Gideon's Apparition. It proliferates when it does damage to a creature or player or Planeswalker. Interesting. Tamio, Collector of Tales. Spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. Okay. Seems kind of powerful. Choose an online card name, then reveal the top 4 cards of the library. Put all cards of the chosen name from among them into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. Combine that with Scry, and I guess the fact that the rest go into your graveyard hurts, though. -3 brings your card back from the graveyard, so maybe it's for feeding that ability. Mayhem Devil, whenever player sacrifices permanent, deals 1 damage to any target. Yeah, there's that one card that lets you sacrifice 10 permanents to do something. I don't remember what, though. Firemind Vessel, okay, 4. Enters tapped and adds 2 mana, so that's something. The Elder Spell. I need to get one of these in paper that is, modded or altered to just have the text of the Elder Swear from the Potter Puppet Pals instead of the art. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on 8 for each planeswalker destroyed that way. I mean, that's good to counter enemy planeswalker decks. Actually, if I go Dex Collection, can I sort by... What's this? Oh, it's these things. Oh, this is where you can buy these, I guess. So if I want the River Sneak one, it's 600 gems for a... Okay, that's an uncommon. Quench. 400 for a common, 600 for an uncommon. Do I own an Azcanta? I don't think I own an Azcanta, do I? 1,000 for a rare. Is it still 100 gems for $1? Because that seems insane. 1,200. Okay, store. Gems. 750. Okay, so it's like 75 cents per. But still. Okay, no, wait. Dex Collection. This opens the filters. Okay, War of the Spark. Actually, should be multicolored, right? Okay, let's see. What mythics did I get? 4 mythics out of that many packs. Jeez. It's a mythic out of every 10 packs. Alright, so rare. Definitely got 4 of those. 3 Enter the God Eternals. 3 Living Twisters. 2 Domries. 4, 5, 6. So I got 24 different rares. 4 different mythics. Alright, so let's see what rares and mythic rares I did not get. Okay, forgot to unclick that. So I didn't get Gideon. There's 2 Gideons in this set? Oh wait, one's from the Planeswalker deck, and therefore doesn't actually exist unless you use a whatchamacallit for it, I think. Fibblethip. Okay. Gideon, Jace. Must be the other Jace from the whatchamacallit. Liliana. Sarkhan, Vivian, Teferi, Sorin, Tezzeret. I want a paper Tezzeret for a commander deck. Nicol Bolas, Niv Mizzet Reborn. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Karn. This commander with Mizium. No, not Mizium. Is it Mizium? Crap. I forget the name of the card that makes all permanents, cards in hands, and cards in decks, I think. All artifacts. Crap, what's the name of that card? Not Darksteel Forge, that makes all artifacts indestructible. Mycosynth. But yeah, makes everything an artifact. So it means your opponent can't even tap lands for mana because it doesn't even specify non-land artifacts. But hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you would, and I'll see you guys next time.